Hello and welcome back to the next tutorial in this series. Okay, today I just want to make a couple of alterations to the camera's path. I want to frame up the character a little bit better, so I'm just going to right click in the timeline and scrub to this position here. So I'll just show you. If I come up here and left click and left select animation, I'm just going to press 0 in this here just to have a look. Okay. We have all the keyframes related to all the objects in the scene. So here's the camera one. If it's not open, you can open it up here. So from here on, I want to push out these a little bit, slow them down, just so the character stays ahead and stays in shot a little bit better. So I'm just going to press and hold shift and select all these keyframes for the camera, and I'm just going to roll the mouse wheel to make sure I'm at the end. I'm just going to press G and drag them slightly to the right. Okay, left click and lock that in, and I'm just going to scrub forward by right clicking and holding the mouse button. Okay, I need to just drag them slightly forward a little bit, so I'm just going to press G and drag to the right. Okay, left click to lock that in, so the character frames up a little bit better, and then camera goes up. Okay, that's perfect. I'm going to come back up here and left click default, come back to just the double screen layout. Right, what I want to do is come back to the beginning, so I'm just going to come down to the controls and left click this button here. For the rig, I just want to start it rolling from the first scene, from the first frame. So I'm just going to left select the parent, the empty, that's the paint rig control, and I'm going to press I and just insert a keyframe for location, rotation and scale, and I'm just going to scrub forward. So again, I'm just going to right click and hold the right mouse button, and I'm just going to drag the timeline forward to see where exactly the camera is, and as it pans across here, I'm just going to, okay, at that position I'm just going to grab the rig and drag it forward until, okay, just as it's behind the camera, I'm going to press I and insert a keyframe for location, rotation and scale. Okay, so we scrub back. The rig is traveling forward and the camera just passes it out. Okay, that's exactly what I want. And I don't want this, so I don't want this part here where the camera is going through the rig. Okay, I'm just going to come forward, and with the empty still selected, I'm just going to grab it and drag it back slightly to about here, and I can press I again, and that will reinsert the keyframe for location, rotation and scale at this particular point. You can press Alt I and that will delete the keyframe and you can reinsert it, but I think that's going to work for us, so I'm just going to press and hold the right mouse button and just scrub backwards and forwards to make sure the camera is not interacting. Okay, that's perfect, that's what I want. Okay, I'm just going to roll the mouse wheel just to zoom out. I'm going to left select the camera and just pick a point close to the end and right click to snap there. Now I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. So what I want to happen here is, as the camera is panning around and the character is starting to look back towards the rig, you get the impression that he's just after realizing he hasn't been paying attention to the rig. So I'm just going to right click and watch this as it comes down. Okay, that's a good position maybe to start rotating his head. So I'm going to left select his head and press I and just insert a location, rotation, scale. And as I scrub on just ever so slightly, I'm going to press Control Space and left select rotate. Okay, I'm just going to come over here to this window and press Control Space here and select rotate. Okay, it's in local, so I'm going to grab his head and just drag. Okay, his teeth are out of his head there, but I'll deal with that after. And just maybe rotate there. And press I for location, rotation, scale. Okay, and just come back to where the camera is and scrub backwards and forwards just to have a look here. Okay, and as the camera's passing, he's looking back around. Okay, perfect. And now if I scrub on to this, I'm going to scrub on about a second, which is in or around, I'm going to go to 360. Okay, and I'm going to press R to rotate and Z for the Z axis and just rotate this camera maybe to here. Left click, lock that in and press I for location, rotation, scale. Okay, I might just leave it here for the moment and fix those teeth. They should not be leaving his head like that. I'm going to press Control S and save that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.